What's going on, y'all? Chuck Nunface. Gonna do a quick first impressions video of this guy right here. This is the Demko AD20S. So the slim version of this knife. The full size, full thickness original version, pretty beefy overall on the blade stock. This one's slimmed down considerably. I believe it's 0.135, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe that's what it is. And yeah, feels awesome in the hand. Very cool clip point style blade with that nice swedge right there. And it's different from from Demko's previous clip point, which is just more of a traditional. I don't know, this one's just, it's much more abrupt, and I like the swedge right there quite a bit. Beautiful finish on that mirrored stone wash. Beautiful finish on that magnet cut blade. Digicam scales, as you can see right there, and it looks like it's a peel ply overlay on that JG10, and of course the shark lock, which is to be expected. That is par for the course for this knife. I kind of touched on this a little bit when I did the Cold Steel Mayhem video, but yeah, Andrew Demko, he is known for creating locks. He and his brother now run the shop in Pennsylvania. I'm just striking out on their own, but Andrew Demko was a designer for Cold Steel for many years, developed a triad lock, the scorpion lock, and then had, I believe, a major hand in the Atlas lock, and now this is the shark lock, which he's no longer employed by Cold Steel. He may still be affiliated with them in one way or another, but he's no longer an employee of Cold Steel. And so yeah, he has struck out on his own here. So this is going to be the, I don't know if you want to call it mid-tech or small batch production, but these are the USA made versions of the knife. Not to be confused with the 20.5, which is the Taiwanese licensed version, which is a good knife. It's smaller. It's more diminutive. In this knife, I've always kind of thought the AD20 was, it's kind of like the biggest 3.5 inch knife that you're going to find. It's very hand filling, and it seems a lot bigger than it actually is, but that blade is just a 3.5 inch blade. It's comparable to a PM2 or any number of 3.5 inch blades out there, S&G, anything like that. But it just does feel, or looks a lot bigger. It doesn't feel huge. The ergo's fantastic on it, but it does have extra handle, as you can see, and I don't have huge hands or anything like that. But yeah, there's plenty of real estate on the handle, and it's weird because you can see, the blade goes right up against, not up against, but there's not like there's the blade's way back here and there's all this extra handle. The blade's right there. But it's funny, it almost looks like an optical illusion because the handle seems so much larger. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it just kind of does. These things are known for their fidget factor, and you can definitely the shark lock is very fidgety, but it's also really strong, and it's a good lock overall. I mean, this knife is truly ambidextrous if you use the left-handed pocket clip. You get one of those on there. I mean, it's a truly ambidextrous knife, similar to the Axis lock, or the Spyderco Manix, the ball lock, or the Microtech Ram lock, anything like that. It's going to be truly ambidextrous. So haven't had one of these in a while. Looking forward to kind of using this one, putting it through its paces, doing a little work with it. It is definitely a knife to me. When I hold it in my hand, it looks like it wants to do work. It really does. It looks like a knife that you could definitely put through its paces. And with that thinner blade stock, I mean, I don't doubt that it's plenty strong, but it looks like it'll be a slicey champion too. Like you can really, if you're breaking down boxes, you're not going to get caught up and bound up, with that. Sometimes that thick blade stock will get you, especially if it's more of a saber grind or anything like that. I mean, this has that almost full height flat grind. In fact, I think it is a full height flat grind, even with that slot, that opening slot right there. That blade, that grind is going to taper all the way up. I don't believe it flattens out at any point. It's all grind all the way up, so it's at an angle. So it's going to have a decent ability to just kind of slice through whatever sort of medium that you're putting it through. You know, these do come in different configurations. You know, not just handle configurations. Obviously, they have different color G10s and things like that. But, you know, they'll have titanium as well out there. Those tend to go really fast, the full titanium versions. But they also do different blade styles in the sense that, yeah, they have different types of blade profiles. Like they have their, like a Warncliffe style. They have a different sort of clip point. They have a spear point. They have a harpoon, you know, and there's dealer exclusives, etc., you know, where they have different blade styles. But they also do it either with slot or with thumb studs. And the previous model that I had, the full thickness one, I believe that one was a thumb stud model. And I wanted to get something different with the slot model this time. But yeah, I probably will do a full review on this guy, simply because, you know, there's a, you know, these are good knives. You know, they've been out there for a while now, and it's been a while since I've had one, so I just want to get some more time with it and everything else. But I probably will do a full review on this knife right here. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you've had any experience with these, what you think of the slim versus the full thickness. Or do you prefer the 20S, or is this just not your speed at all? Consider subscribing to the channel. I certainly would appreciate that. Rolling up to 2,000 subscribers. After 2,000, next milestone is going to be 10,000. Who knows how long that's going to take, but I'm confident that we will get there. So in any case, appreciate you checking out the video. Share it out there. Follow me on Instagram at Chuck_Nunface, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.